Hey guys, today we're going to talk about off-ice training. The key to becoming a better shooter and passer is to practice it at home. After school, after supper, you'll get much more time to practice this stuff than if you just wait to when we get on the ice. So what I'm going to show you is how to set up somewhere to shoot at home and what to do just to make it a little bit more fun and interesting. And then we'll talk about how you can also do passing off-ice, which will just make you a better passer. Okay, so stay tuned. So the first thing you're going to need to get is you're going to need to get some kind of shooting pad. The one I've got here is made of a high density plastic. You can buy them at Sport Check, other sports shops like that. This one's a little bit on the larger side, but you really don't need it to be that big. Anything big enough to basically take a shot off of is good enough. There's some cheaper options too if you want to get just a piece of hardboard, and I'll grab one here one second. So this piece of hardboard, you find it at Kent's or Home Depot. It's just like MDF on the back. You can see that? And it's like a white hard surface on the front. Great for shooting off of. The main difference is it doesn't hold up. If you leave it outside, it's going to get wet. Not going to hold up to the weather, and it breaks up. This one's got a hole in it. I guess one of the guys must have shot a few pucks off of that spot. But great, cheap, only a few bucks, and you can get them in all different sizes. So that's another option. If you got some plexiglass works good. Basically anything that's slippery enough and works for you, just so you're not beating up your stick on the driveway. Okay. Of course, you need to get a net too. Pretty much everyone's got a net, I guess, for street hockey or whatever. The ones with the kind of thicker posts hold up a bit better, even though the one I've got here has got the posts pretty much destroyed on it. And you see as well, I got a net put up just so that maybe save the siding on the garage. So with this setup, you can just go out in your driveway. You got some free time after school, after supper. You can shoot as many pucks as you want. Buy a bucket of pucks at Canadian Tire or somewhere like that. You can get 10 or 20 in a bucket. And practice your shot. You want to practice, weight transfer from the back heel to the front. But the great thing about this is, you guys should just learn how to shoot the puck based on what works and what doesn't. Okay, so if you want to make it a little bit more interesting, because shooting on an empty net gets a little bit repetitive after a while. You can get yourself some kind of target. I don't know, I got this one at some sports shop in one of our travel tournaments one time, but this one here can go on the net just to collect pucks, give you a target to shoot at, or even better maybe is just a tin can. Hang a tin can on the net, and the great thing about the tin can is that everybody's got them, and when the kids hit them with a puck, it makes a sound. So maybe it'll annoy your neighbors, but I find the tin cans are great. It gives you something to shoot at. So I'm going to hook those up now. Alright, so for the cans, I find, just use a bit of fishing line or something. But comes in real handy. Just get one of these little backpack type clamps and keep that on the net. That way the boys can just hook up a new can. You can pre-tie a few cans, and it makes it real easy to swap them, because they'll get beaten up and the tabs will come off and they'll fall off. So having that little clamp on it is really makes it easier. So I got the target set up there. You can see the can and the net. So Andrew's going to take a few shots. Okay guys, so that's how you practice shooting at home. If you set something up like this and you shoot, 50 pucks, 100 pucks, 150 pucks when you get a chance, you'll be a much better shooter much quicker than if you wait until we're on the ice. If you see any interviews with guys, Luke Adam, Michael Ryder, those guys who, made it to the NHL, they learned how to shoot just like this. Luke Adam used to shoot, I think he said, a couple hundred pucks a day at least till he had blisters on his hands. Down in his backyard, I think in the Ghouls. Michael Ryder, I'm sure, was no different. The type of shot he's got, it didn't come from on the ice, it came from doing this. So practice at home. The more you shoot, and get to it now in September, October, November, before the snow comes. Once the snow comes, you're not going to be able to do this unless you've got a big garage. Okay? Thanks.